In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the SUMIFS function here in Google Sheets. So the SUMIFS function helps get the sum of values in a specified range that meets multiple criteria. So in my example dataset right here, I'm trying to get the sum of the quantity based on these two criteria. So basically, I want to know the total quantities of camera bags purchased by this ID number. So I'm going to do that with the help of the SUMIFS function. Let's go ahead and do that. Start with your equal sign, then type in SUMIFS or select it from the options below. And here is our syntax, which is also right here. So if you have more than one criteria, you can just keep going until you finish your formula. For me, I just have two. So we're going to start with the sum range. So the range that I'm trying to get the sum of would be the quantity column right here. Since I'm using this pre-built table, I can just do a table reference. So I'm going to type in first the name of the table right there. So it's also named table, and I'm going to select the quantity column. So table quantity, I can click on that and you'll see that it's already selected. It is the correct column that I need or the correct range. Moving on to our first criteria range, comma. So in the criteria range 1, this is the range where your first criteria is found. So that's going to be in the ID number column. So again, we're going to do the table reference, type in the name of the table, then the name of the column. There you go, comma. And you can type in your criterion or you can just select it. I have mine right here. I can just select that cell and then comma. Moving on to the second criteria range, where our second criteria is found, which is going to be the product column in my table. So again, table reference, type in the name of your table, then the name of your column, which is table, and then product. If I select that, there it is. It's already highlighted on the left, and comma. Again, you can type in your criterion or you can just select it right here. And if you press enter, there it is. We have the total number of camera bags that were purchased by this ID number. And we also have our suggested autofill, which we can accept. And if we double click on it, you'll see that the table quantity is the same. The table ID number, which is our range where our ID number is, which is this one. Next one, we have our second criterion range, which is a table product, the same as this one. And our camera lens is our second criteria. So that's 170 in total for our camera lenses purchased by this ID number. So now we're going to try and do the same thing with our total purchase. So what we're going to do is to drag this formula to the right. But before we do that, we're going to make two changes. So let's click on that formula right there and edit it right here. So the first thing that we're going to do is to put an absolute reference on our column right here. So we're going to press on F4 and we're going to press again until that $sign gets to the correct place. So that's where we want it to be. We want the column to stay in place. And we're going to do the same thing with our second criteria. Like so. So we've put the $sign before our column so that when we do move our formula to the right, it will not move as well. So that's our first change. Now we're going to drag it to the right. There we go. Now it hasn't changed the value because if we check on our formula, it's still in the table quantity range. Now we're going to change that into our total purchase range. So let's go ahead and delete that and select table total purchase. And there we have it. So now if we press enter, there we go. We have a total of $101,000 and more. And we also have our suggested autofill. So if we click on this formula right here, we have our first criteria, which is the correct one, and our second criteria, which is our camera lens. And there you have it. So those were some easy examples on how to use the SUMIFS function here in Google Sheets. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, do leave a like and subscribe for more helpful videos. See you on the next one.